Professor, Department of ISC, SJP 80.
Students, welcome to this lab video on lab program 4 for the DBMS laboratory with mini project. So in this particular video we are going to see how to create a schema for the college database. So in the college database we have 5 tables. One is a student table, so which is going to store the USN, student name, address, phone number and the gender of the student, and here USN number will be the primary key. And semester section, so this is another table which is going to store the semester and section information of a particular subject. Okay, so we are using SSID. So this SSID will be coming from the semester section ID. So for each and every semester and section we are giving one ID. So that is the primary key in the sem section ID table. Then we are going to create one more table called as class, which is going to contain USN and the SSID. So every student will be attending a class. So for that we are merging this USN and the sem section ID, and we are storing that inside a class. So in a class we will have the students which are related to that particular semester and for a section. So for each section and semester there will be a class. So in that class students will be there. So for this scenario we are using class table USN and SSID as an attribute. Next is course. So course is going to contain subject code. So my students are going to take multiple courses in a particular semester. So for that course details are stored in the course table. Subject code is a primary key here, which is going to contain the title of the course and then semester, to which semester this particular course is going to belong to, and how many credits are allocated for that particular course. So this information will be stored inside the course table. Next is IA marks. So internal assessment marks. To store this we are using this table IA marks, which is going to contain USN number, which is a foreign key coming from the student table, and subject code, which is a primary foreign key coming from the course table. Then SSID is the sem section ID. So all these three grouped together is going to become a primary key for the IA marks. Here we are going to store test 1, test 2 and test 3 and final IA marks. So here 5 IA marks will be 0. That means it is null. Once the student is going to complete all the 3 tests, finally the final IA will be calculated based on the best of 2 average. So while inserting the values, we need to insert values to USN, subject code, SSID, test 1, test 2 and test 3. So we should not insert the data to final IA marks. Okay, so these are the 5 tables what we are going to create for the college database. So first what we will do, we are going to create a college database first. So to do that, so we are using create database. So let us start from the beginning. So I will go to MySQL command client. Okay, so here I am going to log into this particular MySQL account by using my credentials. Okay, so if it is correct, I am going to get the MySQL window. So next is I need to create a database. So create database is the command what we are going to use for creating a database, and the database name I am going to give it as college. Okay, so now the college database is successfully created. Now if I want to create a table, so then I need to enter into the college database. So for that I am going to call the command use college. So what this will do, so this will take me into the college database. So now you can see database changed. Okay, so this message you are going to get, that means you are inside the college database. So first step is what? So I need to create all these tables. So before going to create these tables, so first we will look at the ER diagram. So for every database program we need to first create a ER diagram. So ER diagram is going to show the entities, what are all the different entities, what are all the attributes that are concerned to this particular entities, and what is the relationship between the other 2 entities. Okay, between the 2 different entities, what is the relationship? So this is going to give a clear picture of the college database, such that we can insert the data. Next is first student is an entity, sem section is one entity, subject is one entity, and IA marks is one entity. Okay, so student is going to contain the USN number, which is a primary key. So we are going to use a primary key attribute here. Okay, this is an attribute representation for primary key. Then we have student name, address, phone number and gender. So all these things are normal attributes. Okay, these are concerned to student. Then we have SEM section. So in SEM section we have SSID, this is the primary key. Then semester and section are the other attributes. So each student is going to have a join to a class. Okay, so one student will join one semester and one class. Okay, so or n students will join one class. So n is to 1 is the mapping what we are going to give for student and SEM section. Next is we are going to have a IA marks. So m number of students are going to secure n number of marks. So each student will be given 3 tests. So we are having 3 tests. So one student will take 3 tests. So we in the IA marks table we have test 1, test 2, test 3. These are the 3 attributes, and final IA is an you can see it is given a dotted ellipse. So that means this will be calculated. So we are going to calculate the final IA based on the test 1, test 2 and test 3 performance. Okay, so this is how we are going to represent the whatever the attributes you are going to calculate. So those attributes will be represented by dotted ellipse. Similarly, the age, if you give the date of birth, so it should calculate the age of the person. So age is also an dotted attribute. It should be represented as dotted attribute. So m students can take n tests. Okay, then for each and every SEM and section, the class marks will be there. Okay, so class marks represent in semester in that particular section. For example, in 5th semester B section, what was the class marks? Okay, so that will be m sections will have n number of marks. Then for each and every subject, what is the score? Okay, so subject table, we are going to have subject code, title, sum and credits. So here m is to 3 because for every subject we have 3 tests. So that's why we are going to give it as 3 mapping here. Okay, so this is the ER diagram of our college database. Next we will represent the schema diagram. So schema diagram is going to talk about the relationship between the tables. So here student table is there, USN number is the primary key, SName, address, phone number and gender. Then SEM section, which is going to contain the SSID, SEM and section. Class, which is going to contain USN number, SSID. So SSID and the USN are the foreign keys. Okay, from the student table and the SEM section table. Then we have subject, which is going to contain subject code, title, semester and credits. Then we have IA marks table, which is going to contain USN, subject code, SSID. These are all 3 are the foreign keys from USN student table. Then subject code is coming from subject table and SSID is coming from the SEM section table. Then here we have test 1, test 2, test 3 and final IA marks. So these are the attributes for the IA marks table. So using this, we need to create the tables now. So how to create a table? So you know, for creating a table, we are going to use create table command. So first we will create a table student. So this is what the command we are going to use, create table student. So USN is varchar. So I am giving the length of the USN to be as 15. Then it is a primary key. Okay, then we are going to create one more attribute called as SName, and I am using character data type, and the length of the character should be 20. So if you enter more than 20, it will not be stored. Next is address. So for address also we are using variable character length of 20. Then phone number, we are giving a real number for that. So length of the real number is 10 and the phone number is also 10-digit number. So we are using phone number data type as real. Then gender, we are using character 6. Okay, because male and female will be there. So female length is having for female string. So the length of the female string is 6. So we are using maximum size as 6. So first we will create this table called as student. So I am going to execute this query in the MySQL. So query executed correctly. So query OK, 0 rows affected. So that means my query has executed successfully. So next step is we are going to create the table SEM section. The same procedure we are going to follow. Okay, since create table SEM section, SSID is a primary key, which is an integer number. So int primary key we are using, and semester is also an integer, and section is character 4. We are specifying the length. So let me execute this. So create table SEM section is also successfully created. Next we will create a table called as class. So in the class you can see USN number is a foreign key, and SSID is also a foreign key. So what we are doing, so USN varchar 15 SSID integer, primary key is both USN and SSID. So both we are combining both the candidate keys and we are making it as a primary key. Then foreign key is USN, which references the student table. So in the student table we have an attribute called as USN. So that is the foreign key for this particular table. Similarly, foreign key is SSID, which references the same section table. In that also we have SSID as the attribute name. So this is how you are going to create a foreign key references. Okay, so let me execute this query. So it has executed successfully. So you can describe the table. So you have describe command. So describe, simply you give class. So it is going to tell we have USN and SSID. So both are the primary keys. Okay. So next we will execute this command, create table subject. So subject is going to contain subject code, primary key, then title and the semester and credits. So semester and credits are integer and subject code is a primary key. So we are making subject code as primary key here. Then title is variable character of length 10 we are fixing. So simply if I use describe subject, to describe, see subject code cannot be null because it is primary key, then title is varchar 10, semester is integer, credits is also integer, and they can take the null values, default they can take null values. Next we will create a table for IMarks. Okay. So IMarks we have three foreign keys, USN, SSID and then the SEM section. Okay. So these three will be the primary key. Okay, combined primary key. And the remaining are test 1, test 2, test 3. We are taking the float data type for them. So you can see here, create table IMarks, USN is varchar 15, subject code varchar 10, SSID is integer, primary key is combination, USN, subject code and SSID. All three together form a primary key. Test 1 is float, test 2 is float, test 3 is also float data type, and final II is also float. So because we are having three foreign keys, so foreign key USN references the student table, foreign key subject code references the subject table, and foreign key SSID references the same section table. So now we have done with creating all the tables. So if I use show tables command, so show tables command, so it is going to list me all the tables what we have created. So we have class, IMarks, same section, student and subject. Okay. So either here it is case insensitive. So whatever the case you want, you can create. Even if you create in uppercase or lowercase, so the tables that we are going to create in the college databases, or everything is lowercase only. Okay, don't worry about that. It is case insensitive. No rule that you should type in uppercase or in lowercase only. So now we have done with table creation. Next is we need to insert the values. Okay, so inserting the values, I will show you one query here. So insert into student values. Okay, insert into table student values. What values? So it should be in a correct order. So in the USN, the student table, first was USN number, then name, then address, then phone number, and then the gender. So according to that, we need to insert the values. Okay. So let me copy this. And I am going to paste it. So next I will use select. You can use select command to check whether the data is inserted successfully or not. So select star from student. You can see all the data is inserted successfully. Okay, so USN number, student name, address, phone and gender. So the order should be correct. So in place of USN number, if you place phone number, or in place of name, if you place address, then the data will be shuffled. Okay, so while entering the data, so be careful. So inserting we have inserted data to student table. So similarly, I will insert the data to all the other tables. Okay. So select star from SEM underscore section. So I have inserted subject, that is semester 100, 101, 102, semester 4, section C, 4A, 8C, 8B, 4C, 6A, 6B, 6C, 8B, 4B. So like this I have inserted some data. Next is insert the data to the class table. So some people have joined to that particular class. So let me insert it. Next, subject values. So we will create some subjects, different subjects you create, and also you give how many credits, okay, semester and how many credits should be there. Then while inserting the marks to the IA marks table, you should be very careful. Why? Because final IA marks we should not enter. It should be empty. So that's why what I am doing, I am using this format. Insert into IA marks, I will specify that attributes. USN, subject code, SSID, test 1, test 2, test 3. I am not taking final IA. Okay. So, and then I am going to specify the values. First is USN number, then subject code, then SSID, then test 1 marks, test 2 marks and test 3 marks. So I am going to leave the final IA marks as blank. Okay. So only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attributes I am going to enter. The 7th attribute I am not going to enter. So you can see select star from IA underscore marks. So you can see the final IA marks here is null because we have not entered any data. So it is showing as null. So whereas other details we have entered. Why? Because final IA will be calculated by the command query. So we have a query, we need to update. Using update query, we need to find the best of 2 and find the average of best of 2 and fill up the column. Okay. So next, so we have done with insertion of all the data. So next we will go to the queries. So these are all the queries what the student has to execute based on the external. Okay, so external will ask you some questions or queries so that are already defined in your syllabus, or they can ask some other query also. Okay. So first query we will take. So we have to list all the student details studying in 4th semester C section. So I want to list all the student details I should provide, like USN number, name, address and phone number. If you want, you can also extract the phone number. Okay. So I want to specify these details of particular student in 4th semester C section only. So for that I will use select query, select s.usn, okay, usn, name, address and phone number from the student. I am creating an alias name for the student called as S. Okay, so S is the student alias name. So from the student table you select USN number, name and address and phone number. Okay. I want the section, so I will use sem underscore section as M, alias name as M, and class. So class it contains the section, so I will use class C, class as C, okay, alias as C, where s.usn, because student table and the class table is going to contain the USN. So I will take s.usn is equal to c.usn and semester SSID is equal to c.ssid, because class contains USN and SSID. So m.ssid is equal to c.ssid and semester is equal to 4. So I want semester is equal to 4 and section is equal to C. So if I execute this query, so I am going to get the list of students who are studying in 4th C. So you can see here. So I have extracted USN number, name, address and phone number. Okay, so it is listing 2 USN numbers who are studying in 4th semester C section. This is the first query what you need to execute. Next we will go to the second query. So we need to compute the total number of male and female students in each semester and in each section. So in every section I need to count how many female students and male students are there. Okay, in each semester and each section. So to do that, we will select a m.section 2 I want. Why? Because one for male, one for female. So I am taking 2 values, m.section, s.gender. So I am going to read the gender from the student table. So count. So I need to count based on gender. Okay, count gender from student table. Yes, I am naming it as yes. Then semester underscore section as M and class as C. I am giving alias name for these 3 tables. Student as S, sem section as M and class as C, where s.usn is equal to c.usn and m.ssid is equal to c.ssid, and we have to group by sem, section and gender, and this has to be ordered by semester. So if we do that, So let us see what will be the output for this command. So in section C we have gender female and count is 1. Okay, so instead of section we will make it as semester. So let us see what we are going to get. So we need to divide the semester and section. So semester 4C we have 1 female, 4C 1 male, 6A 1 female is there, 6C 1 female is there, 8B 1 male, 8C 1 female is there. So we are getting the semester and section. Okay, so this is the second query. Next is we have to create a view. So I want to create a view of test 1 marks of student USN 1BI 15CS 101. So for all the subjects I need to know what is the input for this. So to create a view we are going to use create view command. So I am naming a view as S1. So what should be the view contains select test 1 subject code. So I want test 1 marks on subject code from IA marks table where USN is equal to 1BI 15CS 101. So we are going to see how to create a view here. So this has successfully created a view. So now what I should do to see the output, I am going to use select star from name the view, that is S1. So you can see, so test 1 marks from this USN number is test 1 10 marks from the subject code 17CS51 and 18 as code in 17CS551. Okay. Next is final IA average. So you can have given 2 queries. So what I will do, I want to update IA marks. So I want to set the final IA which should be equal to greatest. So greatest is the function that is available in the MySQL. So I will use test1 plus test2, test2 plus test3 and test1 plus test3. So I will add test1, test2, test2, test3 and test1, test3, and I am going to find greatest among these 3 and then I am going to divide it by 2, which is give me the average. Okay, or I can use update IA marks set final IA is equal to test1 plus test2 plus test3 minus least of. So what I will do, I will use least function, least of test1, test2, test3 out of 3 tests, which is the least. So I will summate test1, test2, test3 and I will subtract from the least number, then I will average it by 2. So any 2 commands you can use. So let me try with the second one. Execute this. So 7 rows affected. So earlier you can see all final IA was null. Now we will see select star from IA underscore marks. So you can see all the final IA has been updated with the average. Okay. So next is last query. So we need to categorize the student based on the criteria. Okay. So if IA is equal to 17 to 20, then cat outstanding average. So like this we have to do. So we will select, we'll execute this query. So you can see if the student has scored, but this is the condition, IA is 17 to 20, then I should print outstanding. If final IA is 12 to 16, it is average. If it is less than 12, I should bring it as weak. So for that, this is the command. So I'm going to select the USN number, name, address and gender. Case, when final IA between 17 and 20, then outstanding should be there. When final IA is between 12 and 16, then average should be printed, else weak. And I am going to end the case here. Okay, as category. So I'm going to name it as category. From the student, S table and IA marks as I and subject B. So sem underscore section as M. So where s.usn is equal to i.usn and m.ssid is equal to i.ssid and b.subject code is equal to i.subject code and semester M is equal to 8 and section ABC. So from all the 3 sections I should categorize. So this is what the 3 outputs that I am going to get. Okay. Only for 8th semester we are doing. Similarly, if I want to do it for 6th semester, I will change it to 6th semester. Then I'm going to execute this. In 6th semester, we have week and average. So it will be displayed. Okay, so these are all the 5 queries what we need to execute. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can contact me. Okay, so thank you everyone.